Now, Cass, we were talking at the start of the show about some of the awards that have been handed out. Kevin De Bruyne has been named the Premier League Player of the season. I suppose, was he, before I get your thoughts on the Young Player of the season, which is what I really want to get to, but worthy winner for you? Mo Salah pretty much was, he was the Football Writers Award winner, but does Kevin De Bruyne make it just that little bit further?
I'm certainly not going to argue with it. Yeah. I mean, look, we all have opinions about who we think's played the best of the season. You know, you can argue that Mo Salah was extraordinary up until the African nations, probably going away in January. He was extraordinary. He was miles ahead of everybody else, and that's why he got the Players Award, you know, for best player. But I don't have a problem because De Bruyne has been superb in the latter months and had an injury during the season. Mane's been terrific. A few Liverpool players have, I think, you know, and you could look at other players outside the top two. No, I don't have a problem with Kevin De Bruyne at all. He's an incredible football player. It is a Manchester City double then, because Kevin De Bruyne wins the main award and Phil Foden has won the Young Player of the Year award, and it's the second time he's done that as well. And he has spoken about it, saying how proud he is to have won it for a second season in a row. There are so many talented young players, he says, in the Premier League. It's a real honour to win it again. You look at his stats, they are impressive. 9 goals, 5 assists. You can see why he was one of the names in the reckoning for it. But interestingly, when I saw this announced, and I don't know how you feel. Well, actually, let me ask you first of all, Phil Foden, does he win it for you, Young Player of the Year? It wouldn't have been my choice. Who would have been your choice? Trent. He still fits that bracket, doesn't he? Trent. Yeah, I think he was in the reckoning as well. Trent has been extraordinary for Liverpool right back. He would be my number one choice. Look, Phil Foden's a terrific player, but he's been in and out of the City team quite often. I mean, he's played different positions, but he's found himself, like most City forwards, in and out the side. I mean, that's not down to Phil Foden, and when he's played, he has played really well at times. Yeah. In that sense, then, does it actually make it even more remarkable that he has won it? Because, like you say, he's not guaranteed to play every game, whereas Trent more than likely is. Well, he'll play every week, Trent, if he's available. Yeah. Klopp will pick him. Well, it's not the case with Guardiola. He does leave players out, and especially in wide areas, in forward positions, he's always changing. So Phil's he's not played unbelievable. I think he's had some very good games, but he's still found himself as a bit part player, like Sterling has. I mean, Sterling had a great season in many ways as in goals, but then Mahrez has been left out, not so much Bernardo Silva. I think Gabriel Jesus has been... I mean, you literally go, the list is endless at City, who's been left out at times during the season. But he's had a good season. I wouldn't have gone as well as Trent, though. So, going back onto the Phil Foden award then, and why I sort of started to talk about something and then just stopped myself. When I saw it was announced, there was a part of me that felt like that doesn't feel right to me. Now, people might be thinking, well, this is ridiculous. Phil Foden is still young. He's more than entitled to be mentioned in the running for this. But do you know what it was? What I felt? I feel if you've already won the Young Player, and this, again, will sound strange because you can win the Player of the Season awards, year after year. But for me, when it comes down to Young Player of the Year, I sort of feel as if you've made an impact already in a season and you've won that award, you no longer should be considered as a young player because you've technically matured in the game, how I see it. Now, I know it sounds balmy, like I'm saying, because I'm not saying you should never be able to win awards upon awards upon awards. But I kind of felt like maybe it should be a slightly different take on the award. Maybe it should be more of a Rookie of the Year award because... I don't know. There's a part of me that feels like, well, Phil Foden, I feel, has been in the Man City team for years and years now. Should he really be considered a young player, even though I know age-wise he is? Well, there's more prestige when you win the Young Player of the Year and you win it once and then you sort of move into the next category because you're much more experienced by the second year. You're probably going to be playing regular. So I get that idea, and I do like the idea of Rookie of the Year because it opens it up for so many and more other players. Exactly. I quite like the idea. I don't know why we don't do that. I do agree with you. I mean, I remember winning Young Player of the Year at Gillingham in my I think it was my second season, starting my second season. But I'd never won it again. That was it, done and done at club level. I don't know if that works the same for young players at clubs. I don't know. But I get it. I think Rookie of the Season certainly is a much better idea and opens it up for so many more.